What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Bofina1 bringing you guys in another YouTube video. And today, as you can see from the title, today I just wanted to get on here and pretty much talk about why I believe a lot of your favorite YouTubers and just YouTubers that you watch in general, you might have been a YouTuber yourself, why they have quit, why you're starting to see a decline in some of the big YouTubers, why they're off YouTube, why they've maybe changed platforms, etc. So for those of you who don't know, I've been doing YouTube now for about, I want to say like almost 6 years. I started like my sophomore, I started with like my sophomore, junior year in college. I was literally just like bored on the weekends and I saw people creating videos and I was like, oh, okay. And that was when I was like heavily into gaming. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make some videos, in gaming. And, I always wanted to make videos that created dialogue in like the comment section. So meaning like I would try to create gaming content, whether it was like a funny clip or whether it was a review or whatever the case is, that would create dialogue in the comment section. And I would vlog. I had reaction videos. I've done a little bit of everything, I would say, on my channel. Only thing I probably haven't done is like obviously like pranks and stuff. I never was into that kind of thing. But pretty much, as you've seen over time with YouTube, it's gotten more saturated, so more people are creating more content on YouTube, as well as you're starting to see a lot of the bigger YouTubers are leaving YouTube. Now you may be wondering, okay, why are people leaving, right? Well, for those of you who don't know, I think it was like 2018 or 2019, something like that. They call it the adpocalypse. So that was kind of when YouTube rebranded itself, meaning that before you used to be able to put whatever you wanted on YouTube, because I feel like back then maybe people were a little less sensitive about things. Now I feel like people speak up more about what they do and do not like. So back then people used to post whatever they wanted to post pretty much, and there was an ad on it. And so what really happened or got YouTube in the whole like algorithm thing was when one of the Paul, I believe it was Jake Paul, he went to like the forest, suicide forest, and he recorded it and then he put it up, and then YouTube, they put an ad on it. So them putting an ad on there kind of came across like, oh, so you guys were cool with this? Why was this video not reviewed? So that's when, after that happened, that's when YouTube started actually reviewing your videos. They kind of put like a bot to review certain things, and they would put either the channel would not, like the video would not be monetized, or it would have what they call limited ads, meaning that only so many ads would be put on there. It wouldn't be your average, I guess, amount of ads. Then because the ads are not on there, that means that the algorithm will not push the video out, because in a sense, these geese going by, because in a sense, if they don't have ads on there, the video is looked at as like it's not profitable. So we're not going to push out a video that's not making us money. And it's also, as the content creator, you're not making money either. So that's one of the biggest things I think that really turned people off from YouTube, is like a lot of the guidelines, because that was the whole point of YouTube, the content creation, being a content creator, posting videos online, of what you think or how you feel, and you can make a living off of that. And so, a lot of YouTubers, if you're not really pulling in a lot of views now, you're not really making any money. And I get it. Like some people say, like me, I don't do YouTube full time. I like making content, but I've never made like really money off of YouTube. So I just make videos just to make videos. I would love to do this full time, but it may not never happen. So I understand from the perspective of people that had literally like quit their job, to do YouTube. Like some people say, oh, you guys just want money. You want this. It's like, well, if you quit your 9-to-5 job to pursue this, and YouTube is not giving you the same amount of money or less, you got to branch out into other things, which is honestly, in some ways, I think it kind of made people realize that YouTube can't just be your only source of income, and it shouldn't be. It's almost like not putting all your eggs in one basket. And I think it made content creators start looking at stuff from more of a business perspective. Like, hey, I got a brand, so I need to get brand deals where I can make, $10,000 or whatever the case is, or more, on a brand. Maybe I need to start making another channel for reaction videos, another channel for DIY, start doing things like maybe having a Twitch channel, where I'm streaming online, having multiple, maybe starting a podcast. Like I saw a lot of YouTubers that started a podcast. I just think there's a lot of like, it forced people to look at their channel and their brand more as a business. And it does suck for content that might have been a little more sketchy, or some people say it more adult. It does kind of suck, because I think there is an audience for that. However, that audience sometimes it's not considered corporate. I feel like it, it's not ad friendly. So if ads or companies don't feel comfortable, they're not going to post their ads. You know, they don't want to post it. YouTube's not going to post it. So that's the other thing. And then I just think it got to a point with YouTube, because like even some of my videos, I look back, like some of my bad videos, like bad quality, bad thumbnails, like I made when I first started. I didn't know any better. They got hundreds of views too. So back then, 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, YouTube wasn't as saturated, because I believe monetization had just came out not too long ago. I didn't even know people were getting paid on YouTube, but I'm just making the point that, people were literally making content because they just like to do it. Now you have a lot of people that see, oh, I can be a millionaire, I can quit my job. It's like anything. Once people find out about something, that's when everybody now they want to be a part of it. And I mean, you can't blame them. So that's another thing. It's so many people making content, so many people uploading videos. The competition has gotten higher. Because I just remember some of my old videos that I literally had bad thumbnails for. I had bad, everything. Like I had no tags, nothing in the description, and they got hundreds of views because, like I said, YouTube was not as saturated as it is now. YouTube is very saturated. It's so many people that are doing the same thing. Nothing is really original, I feel like, on YouTube anymore. But yeah, those are some of the big reasons, is like the adpocalypse. So like a lot of people couldn't keep creating the content they were creating to still be successful on YouTube. Brand deals, and really just people felt like YouTube was more of a kid channel, like a kid site. So a lot of people that make, maybe like I said, more adult content or commentary or whatever, they kind of got pushed to the side. And that's why a lot of people left YouTube. They started streaming on Twitch. They started selling more merchandise. They started, a podcast. I mean, they started so many other things. And in some ways, like I said, I think it's good. Some even YouTubers now, they've talked about like, yeah, I have investments. They got rental property. It kind of made people realize like, yeah, you shouldn't depend on one stream of income as, your everything. But yeah, those are some of the reasons that I feel like a lot of content creators left. It's just like, not having the freedom, and, like their content or their genre of content started to die off because, YouTube wasn't pushing it out. So they had to get off YouTube, or, that's another thing too. Like a lot of people were making content they were spending a lot of money on, and it wasn't getting pushed out. Like if you notice, like skit videos, people really don't do skits. I mean, you have TikTok, people do that kind of thing, like, I guess, but like skit videos used to be a really big thing. You used to be able to, post a 3-4 minute skit and it would do well. You used to be able to post a video like once a week and it would have 1 million, 500,000 views. Nowadays with the algorithm, if you don't post like a whole bunch, meaning like if you don't post 5 times a week or every day out of the week, it's going to be really hard for you to to push through in the algorithm. Like even me, I've always posted like 3 or 4 times a week. And I remember one time I just tried something, okay, I'm gonna post 5 times a week for like 2 weeks. And I saw my videos and views got better, but it was like, it's kind of hard trying to post that many times a week when you have a full-time job, because the whole point is the more content YouTube's algorithm eyes is, the more content you push out, the more likely that people are going to come to your channel and watch your video, and then they'll see something in the recommended section and then they'll go over there, and then it keeps them on the platform longer. So having more content on your channel makes it so the viewer stays on YouTube longer. So those are the top things why I feel like a lot of YouTubers left, and that's why you see a lot of the Paul brothers, they're in this whole boxing thing, because the amount of time and effort that they're spending, or like people go into music, the amount of time and effort that people are spending to upload like a video a day, they can go train and make that in like a couple months. Like what they're making in a couple months of boxing matches, they would make that in a year and have to grind every day. Like same with music, all that stuff. So I think it in some ways it helped people diversify, what it is that their brand is, maybe rebrand, whatever the case is. But yeah, So let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll chat with you later. Peace, Fan Army.